Hey, how you doing this morning? It's a beautiful morning. I've got some snow on the hillside behind me. I've got my coffee. I've got my tree. And I took care of that little stick that was poking me last week. Man, that was annoying. I think sometimes we forget reality. We kind of get in our own little space and we forget that God is the God of the whole world. You know that song, He's got the whole world in His hands. Yeah, that song. You know, like he's not just the god of Kendall or the god of Sumas or Nooksack or Everson or Linden or Whatcom County or like Washington, but he's the god of the whole world. Have you ever had a friend that you're like, man, they'll never accept Christ, and they'll never see the light. They'll never um, allow that shell to be removed and allow God just to penetrate them and just to pour out His forgiveness and His mercy on them. And then they accept Christ, and you're surprised, and you're like, wow, But God, He pours His mercy and His forgiveness out on the whole world, on all those who will repent and accept Him. And I think that that's just awesome. I think sometimes we get caught up and we think about our own reputation. Like what are people going to think if I tell them about Christ, or I show the love of God through my actions or through my words, or I'm different. What are people going to think? What about my reputation? Well, what about God's reputation? How are you um, reflecting the reputation of Christ in your life? And are you more interested in getting glory for yourself, or are you more interested in getting glory for God and you know, just committing your day just to glorifying God? And I've got some questions that I'm just gonna throw out this morning. Most of us, we've had a pet or kind of something of sentimental value. Either a pet has died, or something of sentimental value is broken or something like that. And we've cried about it. What about our friends? What about those around us who don't yet know Christ? What about them? Have you ever cried um, over the fact that they don't yet know who Christ is? And just wanted you to kind of think through some of these questions this morning. God spared the sailors when they cried out to Him. God spared Jonah when he cried out to Him when he was in the well. God spared Nineveh. They repented, and I just want us to think about that. Like just making that a routine of just coming to God and repenting, and just like Jonah, he came to God. He's like, this is the deal. This is why I didn't want you to get. This is why I didn't want to go to Nineveh. And we just need to get in the routine of just coming before God and repenting. And because you know what, we're not perfect, and we just need God's mercy and His forgiveness just to pour over us on a daily basis, and just to remember who whose reputation that is at stake here. And it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about glorifying God. So this weekend, I hope to see you tonight at the Great Friday service in Linden. But I wanted to just I found this kind of paraphrase, and it's kind of a paraphrase of Jonah chapter 4. It's kind of the verse 11, but it says, "Let the conversion of sinners, which is the joy of heaven, be our joy, and never our grief." So just want you to have a great weekend, and just take some time to reflect on just whose reputation is at stake here, and just bringing joy and glorifying God. So have a good one, and we'll catch you next week. Bye bye.